is attached to bags. Kim Kardashian posted an entire collection of them on Instagram.
But like, niggas just want them because they hot right now. Same with fidget spinners, bro. I'm gonna keep on reiterating it. It's gonna be a new fad every generation, new fad everything, new fad every like, hey, bro. When I'm like 30, like or like old as dirt, and I'm walking around, my fucking grandkids gonna be running around and be like, "Granddad, do you know what a fucking laser gun is?" I'm like, "Ooh, what?" But like, what the fuck is that? And it's gonna be like a gun that shoot lasers out, but it's just on some aesthetic type shit. Or niggas gonna be collecting fucking blades of grass because they think it's like, oh, it's vintage. It's or like 2019, 19 something grass. You know, it's gonna get weird, bro. It's gonna get weird, bro. Cause we only give value to things that we feel is valuable, and exclusivity makes things feel more valuable than they are. So, hey, man, it is what it is.
Madonna.
Yap says, "Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe." Let's see this. Um, I think this is going to be like about consumerism and like, here's my prediction: consumerism. How like people, we give value to things because like we want them. Not only we want them, like things aren't that expensive and they make them rare. But people make them rare so they seem more expensive than they are. You feel me? The exclusivity about things. I think I ate with that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Feels like we are making progress towards a society that refuses to fall victim to mindless consumption, or we are having honest conversations about how young people can't afford houses or have families. Something like labubu comes around and destroys all faith in humanity. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a collection: music, trading cards, comic books.
Yeah, but the thing about collections is, bro, it's just like the vintage. Is it vintageisy? Something like that. The older it gets, the more I think value would have because not a lot of people have it. Like I said in the beginning, the rarity of the situation makes things more expensive. I feel, or like an untimely death of like a artist, or untimely death of like a comic book writer. The shit might skyrocket in value after a while. And that's what the consumerism comes at, like, oh, we got to get this because nobody else has it, or we got to get this so we can resell it for a bigger number. I sound smart saying this, I feel.
Coins, seashells, whatever brings you joy, especially if you are a child. But something about labubu feels off. It feels less like a genuine collection and more of a hollow trophy that people convince themselves they need because someone with millions of followers attached it to their purse. It's the
only reason why I think labubus is hard. I mean, my sister got like one or two. Like they're just trendy right now. Same thing with fidget spinners, bro. I saw Brown with one, so and I know his daughter put him on, but like, listen, if Brian got it, it's not that bad, bro. Like,
the illusion of status packaged into an evil-looking doll that proves how easily we're manipulated by major.
I love how ugly it looks, though. Like, I love how it's like this. A labubu would be like. You ever watch those shows and they have like fast food things with like a crazy character you would never see in real life? This is equivalent to this.
Corporations. But the crazy part is, this is not the first time something like this has
Beanie
happened,
Babies.
and we're not even embarrassed to admit that we keep falling for it. And as if the amount of money that people are spending on these things isn't shocking enough, there
what 15K? $1,500 is crazy for a little boo.
There's real crime and violence breaking out because of these dolls. And once you see just how far people are willing to go for labubu, you'll understand why this isn't just a dumb toy, it's a symptom of something much worse.
Capitalism.
Before labubus became the world's latest big-time collectible, they were just silly sketches made by Kasing Lung. The Hong Kong-born artist spent a lot of his childhood in the Netherlands, becoming infatuated with Nordic fairy tales, especially the elves that were separated as beings of the dark and of the light. In 2015,
that shit fire. It's like some D&D shit.
Lung decided to make his drawings into a short story for children that he called the Monsters Trilogy, telling a simple story about how a child meets a playful tribe of fictional female elves called the Labubu.
Now this shit look like the Where the Wild Things. Y'all remember that?
That's why I wanted to create something that I've always known existed in my heart, he said in an interview. It's so amazing that so many people love it. Shortly after, he released a handful of toys as an artistic trial run, and his fans absolutely loved it. Many people are surprised to find out that the Labubu characters are supposed to be kind-hearted creatures that are eager to help, only for everything to erupt into chaos following their various funny antics.
Ooh, foreshadowing for the real. How wow, that is That is, well, guy got a sick sense of humor because that's fitting.
According to Lung, there are over 100 different characters, each with different backstories and relationships, picking on or bullying each other in innocent ways.
即係咧，labubu 其實有好多咁，有百幾隻嘅又係。其實因為我希望
I know this nigga, he can do a money spread. The golden ratio. How many labubu songs flying off the shelf, my nigga? What? Money spread, money spread, money spread. Like,
有一個角色。
Bro, got money for days, bro.
But not everyone interprets labubu seeming kind-hearted or acting like friendly bullies. For a lot of people, the teeth and sinister smiles really freak them out. I personally find them creepy and have no desire to have any of them for
I think they're cute.
myself, family, or in my home. I don't understand why everyone else thinks it's cute when it's obviously creepy. However, labubu did create a cult following, which caught the attention of a Beijing-based company called PopMart, a company known for blind box packaging. PopMart and labubu developed a licensing deal in 2019, and it changed the company forever. Shortly after their partnership was established, 55,000 boxes of the labubu miniseries were sold out in 9 seconds on PopMart's online shop, and that was over 6 years ago.
Damn.
So the hype surrounding these toys is not new, it's just new to America. And while the company does have some offerings where you can actually choose which one you're going to purchase, it primarily sells blind box figurines now, making up more than 70% of their business. Blind boxes have been around for over 40 years in East Asia. It's just that recently they've become America's largest obsession when it comes to collectible toys. The concept is they become America. Boxes have been around for over 40 years in East Asia. It's just that recently they become America's largest obsession when it comes to collectible toys. The concept is incredibly simple for businesses to get the consumer excited. On the external packaging, the customer can see a few different labubus they might get. Maybe you will get the pink one. Maybe you will get the green one. It even tells you the odds of getting them, 1 in 6. But the key is putting the secret one there. It is great.
I think niggas be lying. I think the gray one don't be in any one of them.
Now, so it is a total mystery. The secret one has a 1 in 72 chance of being in your purchase. And this could be one of the main reasons that is causing younger generations to collect
gambling. It's literally just like gambling.
More than they ever have before. In a survey conducted on 21st century collecting around the world, we've discovered that the average young adult spends almost $2,000 a year on collectibles, and that more and more adults who aren't collectors are now considering joining in on these trends, as 90% of collectors have reported that they participate in activities revolving around these collections. People have unpacking events, forums where they share their collections, and sometimes base their entire personality around something like labubu because it's a way to connect with the outside world. PopMart even opened their first theme park called Popland, where people can come and celebrate their obsession with these blind box products together. One of the descriptions for the park reads, "There are a few spots to play in the same way as a typical theme park, including an adventure playground filled with climbing walls, nets, mazes, and trampolines. Guests can also feel what it's really like to live in the universe through the augmented reality immersions."
What the fuck? They got
there
VR?
are also plenty of places to stop to snap photos and videos for social media, which helped make the labubus the stars they are today. When trying to get to the bottom of what they call the economics of labubu, the Wall Street Journal teamed up with psychologist David Bosch to describe the impact blind boxes and labubu have on consumers.
It's gambling, bro. It's like opening loot crates, my nigga. Like, it's like a chance. It's like, it's the high and rush of the chance of you getting the one that nobody else has. And it's just like, and what if you do get it? It's the exclusivity. You're part of like a club that nobody else is a part of, right? And you got that sense of superiority over under people. And let's just say you don't get it. It's just the thrill of thinking you can get it, And yeah.
To them, a lot of this has to do with the labels showing a secret prize and the human compulsion to complete a set.
One of the things that the brand can do to keep engagement, to encourage consumers to get a little more excitement out of it, is to label the box.
That specific range also creates a set.
It's a well-known, well-supported phenomenon that most people, under certain conditions, have a very strong tendency to want to complete a set.
The concept of the blind box has become so popular that thousands of YouTubers have used it as a perceptually fun way to entertain themselves and fans at the same time. A good example would be how Rhett and Link looked for extremely rare toys in a segment of their show, Good Mythical Morning.
Hold on. That was not it.
These fat ass babies.
This one's special.
Hold on. Hold on. I got the 1 in 100.
You got the Robbie. You got the Robbie.
See, and now that validation, he's like, oh, we finally did it. That for dopamine and high, like we finally did it. But for what, my nigga? Listen, I fall victim to this too. Like, what was the last thing I tried to collect? Bro, Bakugans when I was younger, bro. Oh my god, bro. I had so many fucking Bakugans, bro. Like, oh my mama.
And Robbie came with a drum. What in the world? This is the most fun I've had in years.
You can see that these blind box collectibles have an interesting impact on people. Even if they don't know what the toys are, why they're interesting, special, or even if they don't like the way that they look, once people realize they are rare, they start to attach value that isn't actually there.
That's what I'm
Popmart
saying.
and Labubu's business model mostly relies on this. Nothing creates hype more than the illusion of scarcity. The old classic, low supply, high demand. However, what really started this Labubu
I tried to explain this earlier, but my nigga, I'm not that smart. So words didn't come out my mouth properly. Listen, y'all, I'm off the Celsius.
craze was another classic modern-day marketing effort, paying a celebrity to endorse the product. Because just a few months ago, one of the world's most famous K-pop stars, simply known as Lisa, sent the world into
I was about to say Rosie. I know her from the I know. Is that racist?
a frenzy after she confessed her love for Labubu. Lisa is a Thai singer, rapper, dancer, and actress who became the most followed K-pop idol on Instagram.
Damn,
but she's
bitch.
been seriously climbing the industry ladder since 2016 after joining the girl group Blackpink. By now, K-pop
Oh,
isn't
I've heard about them.
just a genre. It's a full-blown global movement. Streaming has skyrocketed, with Spotify
But K-pop be biting the swag from black, like 90s black fucking media, black hip hop and R&B. So, you know, I'm a little iffy on them.
reporting a staggering 362% increase in K-pop streams worldwide over the past 5 years. The top 100 K-pop artists globally amassed a jaw-dropping 90 billion on-demand streams
What
with
the
a
fuck?
42% growth year over.
But the thing about these K-pop things, they build a parasocial relationship with all their people. These niggas in these Korean and Japanese like pop groups, they can't even have girlfriends. They can't even have boyfriends. They can't even have lives, my nigga. Because all their fans think, oh, you should be with me. Like, what the fuck? That's quite to me.
Per year. They've also developed some of the most die-hard cult-like fans on the internet. Fans will create entire Twitter accounts dedicated to a single idol.
Okay, that's not unique. Niggas have whole Twitter to like streamers. They have Twitter for fucking. They have news page for NFL and NBA players. So that's not that crazy.
Posting hundreds of updates a day like unpaid publicists.
Okay, hundreds of updates is kind of wild. Yo, bro, like,
They'll organize mass streaming parties where thousands of people loop the same song 24/7
wow, dedication.
just to inflate the chart numbers. Some even spend hours translating interviews, subtitling videos, and archiving every second of a singer's life. To outsiders, it looks obsessive. It looks like the musician is at the center of a fan's entire identity, and sometimes
And these niggas can't even fuck them. You imagine being famous and not getting no pussy, bro?
they will attack
Nigga be like, Ty, you worry about the wrong shit. Stop worrying about me, nigga. I'm lonely.
anyone who criticizes them. But to the fans, it's just loyalty to their favorite star. And Lisa is arguably the most famous of them all. Lisa's been in ads for PlayStation 5, Louis Vuitton, partnered with Bose, and has been a global ambassador for Celine and MAC Cosmetics. So whenever she was asked to share her secret obsession with Vanity Fair's YouTube channel, anything she chose to promote was going to turn into pure gold. And in November of 2024, her obsession of choice was Popmart collectibles.
Hi, this is Lisa, and this is my secret obsession.
Oh, she speak English.
Whoa, this is Pop Mart. It's
What if her secret obsession was like, you know those sports cards? You know them those sports cards like you can get a rare, like same shit, same concept, but it's just like MLB The Show, or like or she pull up, it's just 2K25, like, oh my god, I love 2K. That shit would be so funny to me, bro. I that shit would just cause a chuckle go down my spine, bro.
a blind box, so you don't know what's inside. Can I open it? Oh my, how do you get this? This is really rare and hard to find. Every collection, they have like the rare one. It's really hard to get. We call them secret. So I always wish that I got secret.
One by one, Lisa unwrapped her blind boxes.
But it's an understandable secret obsession. This is something that can be like, bro, like every nigga. I feel like, yeah, bro. I feel like this is an understandable obsession because, like he said in the beginning, once I find out something rare, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, let's open these motherfuckers and see what's inside of them.
Getting more and more excited with every new figurine. But what got everyone's attention were the large labubu she held in each arm. She described the impact Pop Mart had on her friend and how she couldn't stop herself from buying to unlock new characters.
We call her labubu. Okay? Oh my god, this is so heavy. One has a tail, one doesn't. So
I ain't gonna lie. I like the big labubu. I would buy this. But this, I would buy it off like on some like different shit to put in my house. Not because everybody want labubus. You feel me? Like, man, this would be cool. Keep saying like I need to relax.
Yes.
The other one is chopped. I like the one
got
with the
into
fur.
Pop Mart like early this year, and I learned about this from one of my close friends in Thailand. And when I went to Thailand, she was like, oh, let's go to Pop Mart. And I was like, what is Pop Mart? Like, what? And she's like, oh, it's like, it's a sell toys and stuff. Like, we should go and check. And then I went with them.
Well, she was like, I'm an adult.
And I was like, to be honest, I was not into it at all. I was like, no, I'm not going to spend my money on this. And then they came out and they were like, oh my God, like the one that I want, like it's sold out. It's so hard to get. And I was like, is that hard to get? And then they, showed me a bunch of stuff. And as soon as I got them, I go crazy. It's like I spent all my money.
What's really sad is that people couldn't tell that this entire video is just one large paid advertisement, but it worked. After the seal of approval from Lisa.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And this is B's, not M's. There's B's behind them. So this is billion. After this Asian woman or Taiwanese woman said, I'm just flabbergasted. Hold on. After she said she fucked with labubu, they were on the downward spike. Then they shot up to $33.6 billion, my nigga. You know I'm a sway of the masses that you have to, bro. I ain't gonna lie. These K-pop niggas are cult leaders, bro. They are cult leaders. They can literally convince these people to do whatever they want. Hey, shout out to her, bro. She making her money.
Pop Mart's share price has grown by almost 600% in just 1 year. Somehow, this creepy-looking figurine with confusing appeal has managed to enter the hearts and minds of some of the richest celebrities all around the world. Korean artist V was seen walking around with labubu in Seoul. Rapper Central C and Dua Lipa have been seen with their
swag
attached to bags. Kim Kardashian posted an entire collection of them on Instagram.
But like, niggas just want them because they hot right now. Same with fidget spinners, bro. I'm gonna keep on reiterating it. It's gonna be a new fad every generation, new fad everything, new fad every like. Hey, bro, when I'm like 30, like or like old as dirt, and I'm walking around, my fucking grandkids gonna be running around and be like, "Granddad, do you know what a fucking laser gun is?" I'm like, "Ooh, what?" But like, what the fuck is that? And it's gonna be like a gun that shoot lasers out, but it's just on some aesthetic type shit. Or niggas gonna be collecting fucking blades of grass because they think it's like, oh, it's vintage. It's like 2019, 19 something grass. You know, it's gonna get weird, bro. It's gonna get weird, bro. Cause we only give value to things that we feel is valuable, and exclusivity makes things feel more valuable than they are. So, hey, man. It is what it is.
Madonna received a labubu birthday cake that is quite frankly one of the most terrifying looking things on the planet. And if celebrities aren't the ones purchasing labubus for themselves, they're receiving them as gifts from friends or family members. Like how football legend David Beckham posted an image of an apparently rare find that he received from his daughter. These celebrity advertisements have been one of the key driving...
I ain't gonna lie, like kids get these, we be forgetting these celebrities be having kids or things of that nature, and they kids be getting them in this stuff. Like, fucking that nigga LeBron was listening to Ken Carson in the car. Like, bro, that nigga LeBron said, LeBron James. Bro, he don't know no lick of fucking Ken Carson. He has not seen a Ken Carson album at all, bro. Like,
forces for Labubu's current obsession. And I feel like we must address the elephant in the room about how this thing looks incredibly evil. The sharp teeth, the unsettling grin, the slightly furrowing eyebrows. You can't help but notice this toy has a slightly demonic feel. No wonder why these Hollywood elites love this toy. It represents them perfectly. Celebrities have always mastered the art of appearing glamorous enough to worship, but approachable enough to trust. They present themselves as icons of beauty and innocence, while behind the
Is this like a conspiracy theory thing?
scenes, they're laughing, squeezing every last dollar from the people who idolize them. Labubu is just the perfect prop for that illusion. A sinister little mascot hiding in plain sight, smiling as it drains your bank account.
Damn.
Across all different social media platforms, everyone and their mother has an unboxing video.
Yeah, I got hair on my legs, but no hair on my feet, yo. Like, it's kind of obsessive. And I'm looking at my arms. I'm quick little side note. I don't know why. But I don't have no hair on my arms, bro. Only my legs. Like, and it's not even that much hair. It's like see-through hair, bro. It's like, you know when a nigga is balding? Some shit like that.
For Pop
But
Mart's
why do I don't have any hair on my feet? Like, what is going on?
product, picking them up from one of the company's 500 plus stores or 2,000 plus vending machines around the world, eager to record themselves unboxing one for the first or 300th time.
Right. Here we go. Y'all ready for this?
I don't think Labubu's a problem. Everybody gonna get tired of him in like a year or so, bro. Like,
No.
okay, she just busted it open. For free?
It's him! He's gorgeous! Oh my god! Can you believe?
The doll seemingly is no longer about whether you actually like the thing, it's about proving you belong to the exclusive club of people who have one. The doll itself is meaningless, but the association is priceless. People have convinced themselves that having one signals wealth and exclusivity, even if all they did was pay retail price for a hunk of vinyl.
I am the owner of the famous 24 karat.
I did a video about this woman painting a fucking Labubu face black and saying it's the KSI Labubu. She's retarded, but she's British, so it's not her fault.
Gold labubu.
And of course, now many buyers are trying to justify their purchase by saying it'll be worth more someday. But if history has taught us anything, it's that collectibles rarely pay off like people think they will. If you look back at your childhood, odds are you collected a little something. Maybe you did it because you loved it, or maybe you did it because everyone else was doing it. But ultimately, it didn't matter because it was just part of growing up. For me, it was Pokemon cards, WWE wrestlers, and Hot Wheels. For others, it could have been lunchboxes, Barbies, Beyblades, rocks, or literally anything else. But now, collectors
Bro, if I were to go in the garage, bro, I think I could find a shit ton of Bakugans, bro.
have become sellers. Collections are no longer to express their admiration for a passion or interest, but to auction them off for hundreds, thousands, or maybe even millions of dollars. They see collections as an investment, a way to get rich quickly. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not. That's the thing about collection I wouldn't like, cause I'm like, damn, I want to have all this stuff, but I don't have no space. Like with like a manga, I got manga named Dorohedoro. I want to get the whole like the manga of it because it's like one of my first mangas I actually read all the way through. Cause a lot of mangas I just be skimming. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I'm skimming or I'm watching a breakdown on that nigga because dyslexic and things of that nature. But bro, that's something I would want to keep for myself. You feel me? But I'm like, damn, I'm not taking this shit nowhere when I die. And I'm thinking when I die, niggas not gonna treat my shit right. You feel me? So
in fact, 40% of so-called collectors have openly expressed how they intend to sell their collections as they increase in value. And of course, there are tons of collections out there that have increased in value over time, but Labubus are pretty new, and they're starting to seem like more of a flash-in-the-pan trend that is reminiscent of Beanie Babies. In the late 1990s, Beanie Babies weren't just plush toys, they were marketed as miniature fortunes in the making.
$2,000, and niggas see that 5 right there for a Beanie
Thai
Baby.
Inc.'s strategy of artificially restricting supply by limiting retail orders and frequently
Beanie Babies was really this much. My mama had a whole bunch when she was little.
Hiring certain models created a frenzy where $5 stuffed animals were believed to become the next gold rush. At the peak of the mania, Beanie Babies accounted for roughly 10% of eBay's sales. We even saw full-grown adults separating Beanie Babies during a divorce. But all those people...
Oh my God. He said, bitch, I hate you. But give me them toys, bro. Oh my. You know how much you gotta hate your wife or hate your husband to really be like, you not even getting the Beanie Baby. I mean, they had a lot of value back then. But bro, it's that deep. You really hate that? Bro, come on, bro.
People who hoarded these rare toys were disappointed to find out that they weren't worth anything. It doesn't matter that sellers listed them for thousands of dollars online. Even still to this day, you can find listings for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Who's gonna buy this little nigga in the fucking... Who's gonna buy you?
But things are only worth what someone is
willing to pay. Like,
actually willing to pay.
Yeah.
And the harsh reality was that nobody was buying. Not even the most reckless spenders could be convinced that these toys were rare or valuable. So people ended up selling their Beanie Baby collections for dollars, sometimes even cents at garage
that's
sales.
what I'm saying. My mom had a shit ton of Beanie Babies when she was younger,
which drove the value down even further. What was once perceived as a life-changing investment turned out to be nothing more than overpriced clutter.
The history of the world is hilarious, bro. When I die, I hope I get like a whole debriefing on what happened to everything on some like movie, on some Odyssey movie shit. And I'm just sitting down, I'm dead. I'm like, wow, that's how that happened, bro. Wow. Or if we just die and go fade to black, I will be mad as shit. Or if I come back and I'm a girl, I'm gonna be mad too.
This is almost a fabric of American culture at this point. You'll see shows like Antiques Roadshow, Pawn Stars, or
I love Pawn Store. Oh my God.
American Pickers, where people drag out dusty items from their attic and pray they've been sitting on a fortune without even knowing it.
Or the niggas who they cracked the lock on the storage unit, Storage Wars.
Fantasy is irresistible. The idea that some random object you already own could secretly be worth thousands. It's the modern day lottery ticket, except instead of scratching numbers, you're banking on nostalgia and rarity. But the uncomfortable truth is that most collectibles never hit the jackpot. For every person who sells a first edition comic for 6 figures, there are millions more who are left with boxes of junk that they swore would pay off one day. Even though we're still at the peak of the craze, occasionally you might see videos online where a collector recognizes that they might be spending a little too much money on labubus, but then you'll find investment gurus in denial justifying the purchases in the comments. They're actually worth more than $120, so you got lucky. The scary part is, because of the labubu popularity, we're no longer just talking about overpriced toys, we're talking about an obsession that's bleeding into real life in some very dark ways. Like how
did niggas go bankrupt for labubus?
Parents will give their own children a choice between hundreds of dollars or a labubu blind box, only for the kid who receives the money to almost break down in tears.
Nigga, I want you to understand that okay. This is obviously a joke, my nigga. This is obviously a joke. That you can see the girls acting like what the fuck?
Even though they end up buying a giant labubu with the money they were given. Now, to give the kids the benefit of the doubt, they're kids. They don't know the value of money. Of course, they want a toy. However, there is no excuse for the full-grown men who will buy up as many labubu products as they can in order to resell them to children and other collectors for a much higher rate.
That's so real. Hey, man. Nah, that's crazy. Same thing with shoes, my nigga. I hate when niggas... Bro, what was the shoes? What was the, oh my God. What was the Ford? It was Jordan 4s, Off-White 4s. When the Off-White 4s came out first, right? With the Off-White, they weren't even that much, bro. They were like some on the niggas will buy out. They have automatic niggas buy it all, get all the money. Then they have to resell them on StockX, and they be like thousands of dollars. And that shit is so annoying, bro. Like,
and they have the audacity to claim that they're just passionate collectors.
We get a lot of slack on Instagram, but because of how much stock we have, you took all our stock, we're collected, and we want the box, and you're triple the price, and this and that. But unfortunately, people don't understand how a business model works. You know.
No. People perfectly understand how the business model works.
You try and squat on as much inventory as possible so there's scarcity, and then people have FOMO, so they want to make sure they get it, so they'll pay the extra markup that you just drive the price of the roof.
They came and shopped with me 2 weeks ago, bought labubus for the kids. Someone stole her labubu from her bag.
No kidding.
Yes, at school.
Tough.
And then I speak to my daughter.
Labubu robbery.
My daughter's got 7
Capital
of them,
punishment
She's
required.
got every generation.
We're stealing our kids.
But it's not normal. Not normal. So yeah, I told her take all the labubus.
Unfortunately, it is very normal now. It's super normal.
Nah, stealing a labubu is hilarious. Nigga, I was stealing Beyblades, so I can't say nothing.
Now.
When grown adults are exploiting children for profit, it's only a matter of time before the obsession spills into outright theft and violence. In Southern California, a small group of teenagers were suspected of breaking into a warehouse and stealing some inventory.
Niggas is really breaking into warehouses to steal labubus? Wow. It's this deep in these streets? Hey, niggas, instead of going through transaction, niggas said, I'll give you this labubu if you give me an eighth. Nigga, trade a whole stock of labubus for a pound of weed. Like, what the fuck?
The Chino SoCal police received a warrant to raid the house the supposed thieves were staying at. They weren't looking for electronics or jewelry. They were searching for about 14 boxes of labubu collectibles that the alleged thieves were intending on reselling.
Damn, how they find these niggas?
On the black market. According to the report,
selling labubus on the black market. Oh my God.
The cops recovered $30,000 worth of the furry figurines, which usually retail for about $30 each. In the same story, the LA Times noted that the prices for labubu due to scarcity are reaching all-time highs. The figurines are usually sold at Pop Mart stores and create a fervor whenever new ones are released. A child-sized labubu sold at auction for $150,000 according to media reports, and limited edition monsters can retail for $150. But the criminality doesn't stop at theft. There's now a growing scheme where people will make counterfeit labubu, now named lafufus, that is becoming such a large problem that people are making instructional videos to help customers inspect labubus like diamonds at a jewelry store to avoid
niggas dead ass. Like, yo,
being scammed.
Every labubu should have exactly 9 teeth. No more, no less. Like this one, you can count. It has 10 teeth. Here are a few other ways we can tell. If you look at the original labubu's complexion, she has kind of a peachy pink tone to her skin, whereas if you look at the lafufu, this one in particular has a paler complexion. Pop Mart told us you can also identify a labubu by their high-quality finishes, such as the stitching and the paint job. One obvious way you can tell a lafufu from a labubu is the spelling on the tags. Labubu will say Pop Mart on the tag, whereas this specific lafufu says poor mapped. I do like it when they're very obvious.
Whether Pop Mart will admit it or not, they're definitely enjoying all forms of press, even if it's bad. All publicity is good publicity in the world of politics and sales, because at the end of the day, we only have ourselves to blame. Tim Dillon hilariously summarized the depressing reality of the labubu obsession in America.
The labubu is the perfect symbol of the economy that we've created and the cultural value system that we have. It is a Chinese fentanyl-stuffed voodoo doll that is
holy fuck,
being exported to America. Little things like the labubu become an important status symbol for people who have given up on owning a home, having a family, having a job, or a meaningful life. The adults, their eyes get big. You've got one of them. I want one of them. What? A family? No, that demon doll, that troll, that...
I don't think it's that deep, but I get what he's saying, but he's making it... He's making it way deeper than it is.
Critter.
1 minute, we're having honest conversations about how young people can't start a family, buy a 2-bedroom house, or even spend time with those that we care about. And in the next, we have hundreds of thousands of people going into debt to buy a trinket because their favorite celebrity said it was cool. But as I stare more at these evil-looking little things, I can't help but recognize that it's the perfect reflection of a system that thrives on manipulation, that
I want one.
Manufactures scarcity, that entices children and adults to pour money into something that has absolutely no value. The doll looks demonic because in a way, it's a symbol of how dark consumer culture has become. And the scariest part isn't the doll itself, it's what it says about us. That our society has to be this desperate, this easily hypnotized for something so empty to become such a massive success.
Shout out Labubu. Hey man, listen. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. How do y'all feel about the situation? Look at this young lady.
What's up, guys?
Man, I feel like it's a fad that's gonna disappear. Shout out to this mom getting her kid a labubu, man. Ain't nothing like making your kids happy. It's been your boy Tyler saying. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, picture this. I love you all.